Hey everybody, sorry. I was talking. I just forgot I didn't take my mic off. So it's probably good because I think I was saying some very choice words. So hopefully you hear me now. Um, but welcome to Sussex Saturday on Monday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you are having a wonderful Monday. Let me just say, today of all days, it is Dr. King's birthday here in the US. So those outside may not be aware. Um, I'm sure you've heard of Dr. King and you know of the principles that he stood on that even led to him not being here anymore. Because, anyway, I can't go into too much because then, YouTube will come for me. But yeah, the British royal family, as my title says, stop trying to use the Sussex children as distractions. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get through my disclaimer, get through a few little items, hit the marker for trash time. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. So, woosah. All right. I'm very, yeah, I'm like, I'm, I'm so beyond pissed. That's all I can say. Copyright disclaimer to Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And as I mentioned, today in the US, Dr. King's birthday is, and it's his actual date of birth, but it's the third Monday in January that is celebrated here. Most companies are now recognizing it as a holiday. It's been a national holiday for many years, but sadly has become commercialized as they tend to do with holidays here in the US. So I felt this came up within my memories, and I was like, oh, I'm going to share this because it just seems to fit into the situations that this country is like tattling in over there overseas. So anyway, a nation that continues year after year to spend more money on military defense than on programs of social uplift is approaching spiritual doom. He said it, not me. Go for him. But you can't get to him because he's already well, he was taken out. But anyway, nevertheless. I think most of you have seen this if you're on a Sussex Positive channel and you're part of the squad. So, Her Royal Highness Lady Sinky made Vogue. A squatty made this. I saw it out on the app formerly known as, just didn't bring it over for yesterday's, but the birds got them so mad that they're trying something today that well, it's coming in a book. Let me just say that. But anyway, so yes, Harry is being inducted. Um, we've got days to go, and then he will be a living legend of aviation. There are different, for the derangers out there are different segments to this award. Go out and educate yourself because you look like jackasses crying and complaining about something that, first of all, you have no control over. Number two, you can't change because it's going to happen. And number three, if you had learned a little bit more before you even opened your damn traps and got on your keyboards and acted all crazy, you would have taken a pause, taken a step back, sat down, and sat on your hands, put tape over your mouth first, and then took a little chill pill to realize, ooh, okay, so there's different categories to this award, and he falls within the appropriate category. You guys. All right. Anyway, so Ellen had let the cat out the bag about Sinky and everybody having a darn fit. But back in 2012, um, this was one of the articles that was written that Meghan and Harry have sparked a trend for chicken coops, and expert shares how to start your own. So this was homes and gardens. Okay, now I'm going to move on from that because I'm sure it's going to spark even more now. Mhm. Squatty Corner don't have too much. Just trying to think. I didn't get any other Cash App, which I am appreciative of. So if I hear it beep or if I have it in my hand and I see the notification, I will give you a shout out during the live stream, which I did already. So yesterday. All right. So I'm just checking. All righty. Remember, there's channel merch. And then there's trash time merch, all that fun stuff. Yeah, I'm rushing through this because I'm trying to get to. So I'm in pre-trash. I saw this out on the app. The Suits spinoff gets a new title, and it's all about Jessica Pearson. Which this was on. Let me take down the banner for just a second so that you can see. It's on that particular account down here that I had never heard of, which is 27, it looks like Morris County. I just was like, oh, that's cool. I'll just share. So if there is a reboot, of course, they have the full prior, you know, cast of Suits. So, okay. Meghan right there in the middle. All righty then. Let me come back. So yesterday marked a change of the guard, so to speak. So Queen Marguerite in Denmark signed her abdication papers. About an hour later, her son, eldest son, Frederick, became King Frederick X. And look at what Invictus Games Foundation gave a shout out. Um, so I wanted to do that, and you can see that that was yesterday afternoon. And it says, congratulations to his new Danish Royal Highness King Frederick X. We are delighted to be able to host King Frederick at the Invictus Games numerous times throughout our history and be able to work together to aid in the recovery of the Danish armed forces. I think that is beautiful. Okay, so that's why I'm sharing that. So, all right, so late yesterday, Montecito, Lady Sinky was trending. I had taken a screenshot of that. Today, I noticed three different trends. So Sussex's toxic British media. Oh, and that is so apropos, but I could say some other names. And then Harry and Meghan. I'm just gonna keep on going because I got to get to trash time where I can really cut up. So a squatty had shared this. I like to protect, just although some of you may be aware if you're on the app formerly known as. So if you look at the heading, this is what they said: Prince Harry induction into Hall of Fame, um, into the Aviation Hall of Fame has, quote, humiliated William, critics fume. What we heard, and speaking for Squatty, Prince Harry induction into Aviation Hall of Fame should be about William, critics fume, because all that banter and all these flipping bots and trolls and everything else coming out and complaining about it, yeah, that's what it's all about. Oh, it should be about him. Hmm. He got to put the foreword in a book that don't even have his damn name in except for the foreword. But okay, let's move on. Get your tea, everybody. Get your tea. Yes, Harry is drinking the tears. I hope. Never mind. I'm just gonna. Let me scan. There's almost 100 comments, so I'm just gonna scan the comments really quickly to see if there's anything that I need to be aware of. Oh, and hi, Miss Viv. I did want to say that. And thank you, Rafaela. The Archewell Foundation collaborates with the NAACP. Um, I'll have to go out and look for that to see if they have put something out on the website. So I wanted to thank you for that, Rafaela. Elaine, thank you for 21 months. Oh, I love you back very, 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 very much. And thank you for the super sticker as always. I hope you are feeling much better. And this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so, so, so very much. Okay. Church Nelly, did you see my message that Kuja was napping? No sooner than I said that, she woke up and jumped off like she was going to start growling, but right when I was starting the live, so that's how I got miscombobulated on not muting, unmuting myself. I started laughing. I said, she done jinxed me with this dog here. Let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Carol, thank you for 4 months of membership. I really, 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 really appreciate it. And you know, I have to try to get some. I want to try to get some special folks to the live stream. It'll be a members only live stream. Now I'm just going to tell you because the members and or mods will be able to chat only, but we'll get to that at another point in time. Okay, Gator Girl, hello. How are you? Hello, 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 everyone. Please, 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 please make sure you have hit the thumbs up and share it out if you're able to share out and just spread the word. So. I will give this disclaimer because we are going to be talking about, how the British royal family needs to stop trying to use the Sussex children. And if you have um, a constitution that can't handle very choice words, I'll put it that way. You might want to click off, maybe come back at another point. If you can't handle or you're at work, be careful that you don't just blurt out a laugh because your coworkers are going to look at you like you are crazy. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get right here and then I'm just going to go right to the point cuz I've wanted to be there since the beginning of the stream. It's your favorite time, trash time. Trash time. Trash time. Okay, so trash time. Um, Instead of the media talking about Prince Andrew and his ties to Epi and that whole disgusting situation with regard to um, his doings and dealings, that there was a check written to the victim that accused him. Instead of the media focusing on that, because you should be focused on that. Let me just tell you right off you should be focused on this. He did what he did. He should be shamed, and that family protecting him. Now we know whom, when they have a certain proclivity that you like to protect. Dear God, don't have um, DNA that is, as some of them have called exotic, but I will say that the mom is biracial and mother very proudly black. And yeah, because if you're from that line, they're not protecting you, they're going to use you. To have where these children are toddlers, you stupid asses. Toddlers, not adults that can then speak for themselves. Toddlers. Whew, what I wish I hope there's some lawsuits that come. I do. Because number one, QE2 passed away. You tried this in, let me get it right, June 2021. You tried this when Lilibet was born. And I know Squad will correct me if I'm misspeaking, but I remember the effing hoopla that was made of this child's name when it was announced. So we went through all of that. Here we are of January 2024. She'll be 3 years old this year. Thank you, Lord. She'll be 3. QE2 died September 2022. And we're right back at this bullshit again. But we know it's a distraction from that person that is currently pictured in this screenshot, Andrew. We know it's all a distraction from him. Him, his older brother, his older nephew, well, second oldest nephew, but that is heir to the throne, can all take some big, heavy tree trunks and shove them straight up their asses. Be a man, Andrew. Be a man. Come out and face your shit. You did it. You were proud of it. You laid around. Well, I ain't going to get into all that, but y'all know. Can we say alleged? Yeah, I could say alleged, but it's all out and it's in writing, dude. Your name is in legal papers here in the US. And there was a lawsuit that got settled by somebody you said you didn't even meet. I don't know anyone that would have settled for the amount that was settled allegedly. Hopefully she got twice as much as that. And I hope she comes for you again. Okay? Um yeah. Let's just say Sinky and all this other stuff. When I saw this took me completely into rage. So, late Queen, quote, infuriated by Harry and Meghan's claim over naming their daughter Lilibet. I paused like for a second because I was like, wait a minute, what year am I in? The gaslighting, because you're playing with people's heads. Now we know that we have been through this, but here we are right back at it again to distract from that MFer. I'm gonna say it like that. Okay. Y'all will protect them, that pigment at all costs. When the children that you're trying to drag and use, because I'm sure y'all got something for Archie too, but you better lay off, you better leave it alone, you better tell these people to stop. Now, I hope to God that Squad ain't going out to buy this fucking book. This is the problem. They have to up the ante because Endgame stated this. Oh, but we're going to come back and drag this, and they're just the rotor will just lap it up and just look. Now we know from the screenshots I showed yesterday that the chatter on and it's actually been the last few days. The chatter on Andrew has been very null. Now look at these headlines today. Look at all the headlines. Oh, the queen is upset. She's dead and gone. The woman is dead and gone. Had a very different relationship with Harry and Meghan. And if we remember, Harry and Meghan came in at one other point to see her. Nobody do. Well after the fact. How do you know they didn't bring their child or children with them? Since it would have been, and it was, the last time that they had seen the Queen before she passed. So, but here's some more headlines. It's just, oh, they're just running with it. And then video after video after video that you can find. I saw this out here. This publication really doesn't get enough of being sued. They just don't. They really don't. Mm. So, an aide, an aide. Name the fucking person or just don't even mention it anymore. Don't care. I mean, I don't know who in squad would ever even think of buying this crazy ass book that seems to be coming out. But to run with that, an aide said that the queen was furious. Huh. But that his grandson and his wife have assured, and because I believe a statement was released by Harry saying that she was fine with it. We told her about it. There's always this blind side at the queen. I remember the headlines very well. Um, Celeb bitchy also, anyway, moving on. So when I was doing a tweet out and to put the hashtag, these are all the ones that came up. Now, they're not grifters, they're not losers, they're not a joke, they're not liars. Yes, the one that's in there, Harry and Meghan are loved. Yeah, you know that squad. Harry and Meghan no, we're not. They're not finished either. They've only just begun to be as successful as they can be. You know. Um, let me just quote this to these derangers and haters out there. Um, let me Just give you this little tidbit. Sit at my right hand until I make your enemies a footstool for your feet. These Sussexes are sitting at the right hand. You all that are going after them will be the footstools. You better keep and stop. Now, I may make a little light with the lady in black, but no, that energy you're putting out there, all these headlines and all that, you're putting that energy and it's going to come back. It's going to get y'all all because that's the karma that you are putting out there for that. Better get your lives together. Better get your lives together. Better get your lives together. Not one of these four, quote, senior royals. And you see who's listed as a royal aide. Honey child, if it ever comes out that that one is behind this ish, whew, she gonna wish that that divorce would be easier than which squad will take her through. Okay, now just saying. Um, Yes, the list is getting longer and longer. I say this every day. I would love it to be shorter, but it's not because if it was getting shorter, that means you're leaving them the alone. But you're not. So here we are, and I can rant, and I don't give a damn what comments y'all leave to the haters out there, okay? Because if you weren't acting crazy, oh, he's not this, he's not that, she's not this, she's these are children. Now, this takes it in a different sphere. Don't use those children as distractions for some man that chose to do some nasty stuff. And I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that because it's in court papers. So, do we need to dredge it? No. If you want to know, and none of y'all seem to do research, y'all just take your orders, and come out here and just start spreading lies. Get your lives together, all of you. Get your lives together. Um, it is not, and I repeat, not okay. British royal family, y'all need to have stepped up, put a stop to this bullshit. Queen is not here to speak for herself. Did she speak at that time? Not really, but no statement. I mean, and I want to say Buckingham did put out something, but again, we know she was not in good health either. Harry had more conversations with the Queen than the aides, more than likely, that are reporting this bullshit. So let me take a sip of my tea as I go into the comments. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, Annie, Princess Sinky made the front page of the Daily Fail. Was it the Vogue picture, or did they just do another lovely picture of her? So I'm happy for Sinky. Excuse me. I was taking a sip of that tea. Yeah. So that paper just wants to be sued out of business. I do believe. I don't care that their owner is butt buddies allegedly. I'll say that with because you seem to get a little too much highly sus information, and we can't even put this on the maggot because he's not around anymore in for that paper unless he is and we're just not aware. Marshar, Lady Sinking, I love the Vogue cover. It should be real, right? Imagine how the Rangers would self explode if it became a real Vogue cover. Oh my gosh. I would love to see Forces of Change remade with that. Just saying. I don't have the time, but yeah, that's just whoo, my goodness. Black Queen says, congrats on 21 months membership. You are a superstar squaddy. We appreciate your unwavering support across all Sussex Squad platforms. Yes, we do. Okay. Let's see. Kim says VS, and why don't they think or comment that Prince Harry paid for the award honor? They are so stupid. Well, some of them have commented that way, which I just chuckle and move on because, um, yeah, Harry. One second they're saying they're broke, next second they're saying they're paying for all these, awards. Every award they get, they're paying for. Oh, but I thought you said they were broke. So, you know, Harry's not paying for a award. He wouldn't even look for that because then that's putting him in a spotlight that he doesn't ever seek out. Okay. Whew, Lord of mercy. Hattie says, Annie, it's funny. A chicken staying with Harry and Meghan gets front page, but those dogs over there are so boring. They get nothing. Well, there is one dog that during the moments when he was in heat should be on the cover. Although I'm sure some of them are caught up in that too. I'm sure they were going through them 900 pages praying that their names wouldn't be there. Little Mac, this tantrum by the British media regarding Harry's living legend because it's proof. Yes, whew, it's just, I just don't. I mean, you try to take a step back and be like, look at it logically. Like, why are you so upset? But then there's no logic to the crazy. There's really no logic to it. Mm, mm, mm. Rafaela, Family Sussex has new member, Her Royal Highness Chicken Sinky. Yes, Sinky. It's the honorary, but is a member. That's because we know of Sinky. If we had not heard of Sinky, hey, you know what I mean? Oh goodness, Joyce. Let's see. Good Monday afternoon to UVS and everyone. Happy MLK Day to all. Noise to keep focus off. Sweating Andy. Don't fall for it. Exactly. Pizzagate. It's funny how people will use pizza parlors to try to get out of stuff because um, some here in the U.S. with regard to the politics will remember that one that was running for office. There was a whole thing on, folks showing up at a pizza parlor. I'm gonna keep on moving. Sonia, suit spinoff. I'll wait and see. Yeah, I'll wait and see more. We've seen little hints from some of the cast members, and I think it was Patrick that shared during the um, during the strike, and then got in trouble, and so he apologized because he showed something behind, um, you know, back behind the scenes. Not that anybody would have made out, but you knew he was on this in a studio. So I think it was Patrick. I could be wrong. Don't come for me. Let me see. Annie, we heard more about Princess Sinky than we did Princess Anne, who didn't make the news. Well, Anne, Princess Royal, whatever her name title is, she don't care about. She don't care. People, when the media were asking her about her dad, she was cutting them down like asking me about that. I mean, she really, wow. Make you pause a little bit. Let me see. Black Queen, Meghan and Sinky are kindred spirits. They have overcame bullying and being forced out of their home and finding a better one. Also full circle with Meg's dog, who she had to give up. Yes. Let alone guy who, you know, legs were injured allegedly. I'll put that out there, but wasn't Cass. And they never said why. Okay. Little Mac. The tantrum by the British media about Harry makes it obvious that they work for the royals because how can a person who lost their gun write the foreword? He did only because of the position he holds, the title he holds. I guess you can be mad at the world, and especially a younger brother that's out there doing, truly doing, when you just sit to receive accolades, receive kisses, no matter where somebody might put them, but receive kisses and pegs and all that other good stuff. Um, just because of who you are. That doesn't mean people really want to be around you. You have yes people around you all the time. Doesn't mean they really want to be there, but some don't have a choice. They're kind of stuck. Not like you pay people well and then, treat all equally because you are above the race and diversity laws. hmm They can all go shove it. All right, let me just come over here. Mm. Come on down. And says a chicken is more interesting than British royal family. That family. And all the stuff that's going on. Again, when certain announcements that I just feel are coming will come eventually. Um, everybody's going to be like, whoop, that's why distraction. To use a toddler for a distraction, you've already hashed this over. But because somebody wrote a book that's part of your peer group, you're just going on and on about it. You could have skipped that part. You feel that it's a drag, but it's really a drag in reverse. You all look like fools and idiots to be writing about something and using the Queen too, who was a beloved grandmother to Harry, had a different relationship. You could truly see that Harry and Meghan were mourning, let alone being in prison while they were over there, because that place is like a prison. Mhm. Okay. Hattie says we knew that. We didn't need an article to tell us that he's behind all the ish. Well, do. Tear says, "Don't worry, Willie. Tom Cruise will put a good word for you next year." Well, see, I nearly said something that probably would have gotten me zinged. um, okay. Allegedly, they're both into pegging. Okay, let me move on. Um, Church Nelly, hey Kuja, who is laying on the floor sleeping right now. We shall we shall pray for quiet to remain for the next 20 minutes or so. Let me see. Lorna is saying, but Willie Leaks is getting award. The okay, y'all stop it. Blue Peter Award for Earth Mess. What is wrong with getting an award named after a frostbitten? Especially his favorite emoji. That's his favorite emoji. He said it. He said it so proudly and quickly too. His favorite emoji. I would side my husband like, excuse me? Why is that your favorite emoji? Okay. Mhm. But hey, just tell us how you really feel and move on, right? I just say live your truth. Now, if you can't live your truth, leave other people alone. Space. Because one day your truth is going to come out, then you're going to be like, oh, no, shut it now. You won't get any accolades or anything like that. Let me see. Little Mac is saying the British media has never said a word about all the fake medals and military titles awarded to members of the royal family. Seeing them in their unearned uniform now really annoys me. There you go. There you go. You gave dribble drabble of the mouth cosplay to the single white female of the movie level person um titles within being commander of this or that. What the where does it say in the laws that they have to be the head of these different levels of the military? Yeah, dribble drabble. Oh, okay. Thank you, Cal. Thank you. There was a Pearson spinoff of Suits. So then someone was just throwing that out there. I just saw it. I was like, okay. Thinking maybe it was a reboot of the reboot. Lottie, well, I'm sorry. God damn it. It's not about William. William can go suck on an egg and take Charles with him. They will enjoy that. That's probably the one thing they. Let me shut up between father and son. Okay. Let me go on with my crazy self. Um, Black Queen, Her Royal Highness Princess Sinky, more famous than the leftovers on Salty Island, broke fibula and all. Yes, which is on the mend. And um, gets to hear Megan's voice, which is soothing and hi. Woo! Little Mac, hi Lottie. Totally agree that this trying to prop up William is getting on my nerves, please. When you have to be propped up, you ain't shit. And you just need to go on and admit, I ain't shit. I just got titles. I just have titles, so I'm more important than everybody in the country because of my title. But I ain't shit. I can't wait till he looks like his father and wearing suits that are 5 times bigger than what he is. No more velvet in your life. Okay? No more velvet in your lifetime. That should be your goal space. No more velvet, especially not green velvet. Just no velvet of any color. Okay? Looking like a hot mess. See, Mac, that whole effing family is trash. Yes, they are. I agree. And he says, every time I see that post, I repost. Very good, very good, very good. Corlita, sorry, going to therapy. Pray all works out and you feel a lot better. Let me see. Lottie, they need to be talking about, I'm letting y'all read the rest because I'm not saying it. I'm not. Now, Lottie, I'm just going to say, I might have to put you in the corner. Woo! After that one. Hey, kids, how are you? Squatties, non squatties, VS mods. What has Work Shy Willie done to earn such recognition? Absolutely nothing. So, Rat on Shutter Island takes several seats back. Prince Harry deserves this award. Exactly. But again, do your research. There's different levels. Just be, you can't be happy. Just move on. Like my team lost yesterday. Was I pissed? Yes. Was I disappointed? No, because I expected it. You just go on with life. That's all the derangers need to do. Let me just go on with life. Oh, Harry and them getting another. Okay, let me just go on with life. Just let the squatties celebrate as we wish. We don't ask you over here to the positive channels and leave your disgusting comments. I mean, Tina used to talk about. I would see some of them because if depending on which social media I was, she always wanted to make sure that she was handling the comments that were received or DMs that were received, especially on Twitter. But YouTube, we didn't see that. She was like, I can't subject y'all to that. So it was bad. It was very bad. Hey, Elle, how are you? Lakivia, the UK media will bully children. They don't care. Well, then they got 3 children over there that they can bully. If they want to bully, go after, space and cosplays children if they want to bully children. They're older than toddlers, by the way, but leave the Sussex children alone. They are not distractions for marital woes or, Peggington or, extramarital affairs or, you know, a person that we know that was best friends with a convicted pedo. Let's move on. All right. Okay. Woo, Lord have mercy. Church Night says when Lilybeth is 40, they'll still be talking about her damn name, child. I do hope that she at least is able to give a good clap back to shut it all down before that age. They, that saying, I can show you better than I can tell you. If they upset over Harry and Meghan, Archie and Lilybeth, yes, are going to be them times 1,000. That love and energy and giving back, and yeah, even though you have privilege, giving back and truly meaning it, it's not for photo ops. Yes, okay. hmm All right, let me get over here. Hey, Kenneth, how are you? The Rangers are frustrated due to the lack of news from Montecito and a distraction from Andrew. Let me tell you something. They need to go on and find something to do. Maybe buy a toy or two to keep them distracted in their own bedrooms and they can stay out of Harry and Meghan's life. I'm just saying. Mm. Especially for children that they did not produce. Okay. Annie VS, they have nothing new. That's why their ish is stinking. Well, mm, mm. Let me take a sip of tea on that. All right, Sonia, Harry and Meghan's children are not acknowledged by British royal family. They hate them because what who their mother is. So now they want to continue using them. Archie and Lilibet are not for sale. Exactly. That family that claims they're not racist allowed Archie to be called a monkey, among many other names, but a monkey because it was depicted. And said person lost their jobs, and I think within 48 hours was rehired by the BBC. Oh, it was a joke. It wasn't meant. I don't know how non-whites in that country survived as long as they have. Now I know in the U.S. it was rough. It still is. Um, because I'm not delusional. It still is. But okay. Yeah, be some clashes. I saw a video with a woman. I can't remember the state she was in, but it was on the app formerly known as, and she was going off on a delivery person of color bringing packages to the complex. And she wanted to take the packages from the person because she just couldn't trust that they were there to deliver anything, and going on and about, you know, you blacks need to leave this country and, go back to the sand or dusty sands of Africa. It was something to that effect. So the person recording, well, I chuckled at what they were saying back to them, child. But he did say, "This ain't your country either." Yeah, because I would have been lacing the person, and and I'm afraid, and don't you try to come, and don't you do this, and y'all always want to gang up. No, no, no. You're the one going after somebody else, but yet you want to cry victim. That family to a T. Mhm. That family to a T. Just, oh, excuse me. I coughed, and now Kuja has stirred. Oh. Mina says Karma is definitely going to have a field day with these derangers, so-called journalists, and that petty family. Oh yeah, it's stripping them of. Well, they don't have no looks, godly. I'm just saying, people that sit on top of the food chain in a country, and to look like y'all look. Okay, I'm just. hmm. Let me go on. And those deranged people had better be careful because God doesn't play when it comes to mistreatment of children. Okay, you better tell them again. But all righty, let me see. C Mac, Betty need to haunt them for dragging her name like this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Show up with the lady in black, so you know. hmm Mummy. I mean, KC3 dragged his own mother. Should we expect any different? My God. Who knew that a person, biracial person, and then they were so concerned of what the pigment of her children would be, not taking into, just things happen, science, you just never know. Why are you so concerned with the pigment of the child? Whether be concerned if the child's going to be healthy or not. That's what most people. Lots can happen in the 10 months because they count 40 weeks of pregnancy for time. Okay, so yeah. Um. Oh, let me see. Tier had said that's true, Church, and she'll be 40 and probably has a family too. Ooh, can you imagine? Mm. Hey, Vinny, how are you? Rafaela says Queen Elizabeth happy for name of Lilibet, little Lilibet Diana. So you know, I think they're more upset that they have Diana's name than it Lilibet. That's just what I take it because of course Space had to just run and put Diana's name in. And then you gave your daughter your mother's name as one of the middle names, but then you have nerve to then say the things you've said about your mother. You don't really care about your mom. And we know that your father didn't. So, what is love? Standing there for, excuse me, engagement interview talking about what is love. She should have dragged him by his ears at that moment. Right off, right on off, out the room. Okay, here we go. Black Queen says her name is Princess Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor. She has reddish blonde hair with bright blue eyes, just like her granny, Princess Diana. Deal with it, mofos. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. There you go. Take a bow. Take a bow. Annie, they are digging up Queenie to try and fight. Up she comes. Child. Folks better leave. You better. Folks should be careful how they invoke those that have transitioned. You know. Mhm. I'm gonna leave that alone. That's a discussion. I need to get in. I know I always say that. I need to have another channel to discuss stuff like that. Let me see. Gwen says Harry needs to bring the rest of the dirt out. Have they forgotten there's 400 other pages, I believe he said, that had not been published? Oh, okay. L, now the queen is not here. How would they remember her name? I'm just humming because I wanted to say, y'all know if I get on this, I'm usually gotta hum it out. Nana, Harry needs to release some pictures of the Queen and the kids to shut everyone up. This is bad for the Queen, not for Harry and Meghan, period. But for people talking about that family, that petty racist family over there, I'm talking about them right now. For people who claim to want to uphold the Queen and honor and, all that she stood for, and to actually have her name twisted into this, you lie. Y'all are liars. Y'all are liars over there. You don't even care for her. Mm-mm. Um, Actually, it may be their way. Well, Harry and them shouldn't be forced to produce a picture to prove anything. I do believe that it does exist, which thank you, Lord. And I'll say this, and I've said it before. When Archie was announced to the world, that was the most royal announcement of a child born into that family within the castle. There was media there, not the hordes and gourds of cameras making it a circus outside of a hospital when a woman has given birth probably 12 to 24 hours prior and then have to stand there. And for those that have had children, you know what's going on with your body. And then you still have to stand there and smile when all you want to do is just try to get home. Try to walk in front of all these cameras, you know, when the husband barely carries the car seat and didn't even know how to put that in correctly, but nevertheless, new parents, okay, whatever. When you get to your third child, you should have that down pat. All right, let me come on. What time is it? Okay, I'm still working with good time. Marsha, these dragloids try to distract from the nasty, evil things that Andrew did to a minor allegedly by using a baby, Lilibet, to focus on instead. This is child abuse, in my opinion, and karma will get them all. Thank you, Marshar. Thank you, Marshar. Elaine, yes, Harry made a statement. I feel for them. I really feel for them. Um, you can only let the media say and do but so much. When it involves the children, stop that shit. Just stop it. You, whoever wrote the crap that they wrote, you should be ashamed of yourself. If you think Squad was going to buy your book, you need your head checked. But yeah, hope you don't even sell 100 copies. Mm. Although you probably will, because they'll be the ones that you buy to send out to your friends. Okay, in the media. Raphael, distraction, distraction, distraction from problems. Real of Andy Randy. Yeah, amongst a particular marriage too. All right, Lakivia. Why has Kate been given a position in the military? She never served. Mhm. Nor did Annie, nor did any of most of them. The error. Let me. Whew. Tier says, let me see how far. Okay, these headlines does not make their queen look good, child. Don't make them look good. Don't make the queen look good. Just nobody looks good. C Mac, don't forget the fail wrote an opposite article in November 2022. Queen took it as an honor. She had already passed, so somebody, maybe it was 2021, because she had passed in September of 2022. So let me see. But I remember a statement. I want to say there was a statement out of BP. So um, Gator Girl is saying if William is content with stuff being given to him, is content with stuff being given to him just because he will be king, that has to feel pretty empty. Knowing he doesn't do anything to earn it, he knows that's why he's always angry. But that doesn't stop him from doing anything. I don't think they have a book. There's no protocol that says he can't get out there and truly make a difference. He keeps saying he has these life goals ending homelessness. Sir, you could write a check and probably end homelessness. You know, Stop getting behind certain political viewpoints that do not help the economy. Yeah, okay. All right, let me scroll through. I'm skipping through a lot because I'm gonna try to get caught up to. Oh, and I have several highlighted. Ooh, several highlighted messages. Oh, Alice and Legs. All right, so Alice, for the super sticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Legs, thank you for the super sticker. And you have a message. Baldy is always envious of H. Africa is his thing. M can't wear a tiara. They can't wed in the same church. M can't get any of Diana's jewelry. Evil. Although with Diana's jewelry, thankfully she left to both of them and they were able to get yeah, because otherwise he would have, stopped it all. It's just amazing to me. Amazing to me. But for you, Alice, and you, Legs, this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you both very, very much for the love. All right. Um, yeah, woosah. Mm, 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 mm. Let me come over here. Come here. Patricia, how are you? They've survived because they were never an African American in the pinnacle of their white um, aristocracy. They've survived because there was never an African American in the pinnacle of the aristocracy. Well, I think Queen Charlotte would beg to differ. Now, mind you, take the American out. hmm Okay, but they have it. We listen. If life truly is and had started from Africa, some of y'all all need to do your DNA test. I'm just gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna move on. Okay, Lakivia, a toy or two. I'm dying. It's the truth. Get some of that frustration out. Kat, how are you, Miss VS? Let's get it right. They weren't concerned about the pigment of Archie's skin. They were concerned about his skin tone and what that will look like on the family tree. Well, mm, still to me, that would be pigment. I mean, concerned with what it would look like in the family tree. Their children look, yeah, I'm just gonna say that the Sussex children look like they're definitely part of that family tree more than Spaces. I'm just gonna leave it at that because of the dark hair and all. Okay, let's go on over here. Let me let me look. Carolyn says, William and Kate are mad because they didn't think of a name first. Mm. That was said long ago when the controversy at the time that Lilibet's birth was announced. I mean, to be honest, full transparency, there were many in squad that were very upset that their daughter was being tied to the queen. But, whew, that's we've been through that, and that's not the issue. The issue is that the royal family is trying to use them to distract from um, Randy Andy, and that's all that Let's see now. Um, Kim says, yeah, 400 pages plus more with all this other crap being recently said. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And they by the headlines that were coming out like a couple of months ago, they're very scared that Meghan's going to write one. I hope she does. Mhm. Of course, she's smarter than most because, unless she wrote a note or letter, she knows she can't publish that. So that's the only reason we haven't seen that I'm sorry for making you cry note because that other itch wrote it. And so she would have the copyright. All right. Uh-oh, Kat's dropping some love and a little message. So, Kat, thank you for the love. And here's the message. Didn't we find out QE2 knew about the name and was happy? It was her senior aide who said it was unacceptable because he didn't know before the public announcement. Yes. They have to control everything. That's why I said those over there are in prison. When people who aren't even family have to know every little thing and can tell you whether you can or cannot, I'm wondering if they give them a pee and poop schedule. And that might be why they're so backed up over there. Okay. But Kat, thank you for dropping the super sticker. Now, this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. All right. And hopefully all the newer members are in the chat. If I haven't seen your name, please forgive me. I am truly jumping through a lot of comments, which I feel wonderful about. J Matt, how are you? What's going on? Let me see. J-Man says they are stupid. They are so stupid. It just makes them look racist and evil. Thank you. That part. Antoinette VS. How about Harry doing his DNA? Queen. True. Lord have mercy. I'm just. Although the Rangers would love that, though, Antoinette. They would love that. Let me see. Jeezy, is that what you're saying? Is that how you say her? They're making the Queen look bad, not Harry and Meghan. They have no common sense. Exactly. Like, I guess they don't understand honor the dead. So when they're doing, putting on those red, I'll just say the red lapel pins, because usually it's a pin that they put on for a certain time of year when they claim they're honoring the dead of the wars. Yeah, okay. You won't even uphold and be kind to the matriarch of your family that has passed, wanting to put her name into something. That book should have been stopped Whoever the publisher is, dum-dums you are. Okay, because, but I'm sure it's probably tied to someone that has control of um, some dragloids. Yeah. Gwen says C-Mac exactly because she could have done more in the beginning. Well. Hello, Raquel. How are you? Let me see. I'm skipping. I think. Hey, Olive. How are you, Emma? I think now might be a good time for me to end. I'm over an hour, and y'all know I like to settle it out, settle it out at that point. So. I'm just coming down. Oh, Educate. Thank you, Educate, for the super sticker. And hello, I hope you are doing well. And I'm just going to come right over here. This is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Okay, thank you. All right, let me just, as I've said throughout this, British royal family, because you control everything over there, media included. Let's not pretend like y'all don't. Don't use those toddlers that are in Montecito, California, being well cared for and loved by their parents and G. Doria as a distraction for that one that you want to hold on to that lives at Royal Lodge. How about that? No, 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 squad. Lady in Black's gonna get you, and Squad will continue to drag you. No, you look as if you are the crazy racist, as many of us feel that you are. Mm, okay, cuckoo birds. Y'all have a proclivity of messing with kids, but let me tell you something. You better leave these two children alone. All right. On that note, I'm going to end. Um, please remember to hit the thumbs up on the way out. I hope that you enjoyed this live stream. You know, um, drop a comment. Most of the squad usually does. To the derangers, if you leave a comment, it's just going to be, screenshot and then you're blocked. But, if you want to play that game, be my guest. So, anyway, yeah, British royal family. Unlike in the UK, that's going to be my line now. Unlike in the UK, like that announcement made for the abdication in Denmark, yeah. Unlike in the UK, mm, people don't use their children like that. Unlike in the UK, okay. All right, let me get over here. Let me get to my outro. Take care, everybody. Please be safe. Well, I will see you around the YouTube halls, and prayerfully we will chat throughout the rest of this week. Take care. Love you all. Bye.